If you haven't guessed by now, no one is coming to pick you. Or most likely no one's coming to pick you. I mean, let's be honest. You may make it, someone may choose you. Maybe you're a singer, a writer, a creator, an inventor, a coder. Maybe someone's gonna pick you and give you everything you want, but the harsh reality is most likely not. Like, we're on our own, right? If you want to succeed in the world today, you've got to pick yourself. And that's why I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite short essays by Seth Godin called Pick Yourself. I've talked about this on an episode of Enhancing the Human Experience podcast before, but I think it's important to talk about it again. I'm going to share with you the one big idea that I pull from this document. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to tell you how you can go get it. It's totally free. And I don't care who you are in the world, you need this. Like I said, it's free. And it'll turn you into kind of a badass creator and help you build an empire around yourself, right? Because again, no one's coming. No one's coming. All right, let's jump in here. So, Seth Godin is obviously a badass in the marketing arena, and he is like super awesome, shares so much valuable information with us. And I ran across this years ago, and it's freaking phenomenal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read it first, then I'm gonna share with you this one big idea, and then I'm gonna tell you how you can get it. So stay tuned to the end, and I'll let you know that information. So let me read it. It's just short, right? It's one page. All right, Pick Yourself by Seth Godin. Authority? You want the authority to create, to be noticed, and to make a difference? You're waiting for permission to stand up and speak up and ship? Sorry, there's no authority left. Oprah has left the building. She can't choose you to be on her show because her show is gone. YouTube wants you to have your own show, but they're not going to call you. Dick Clark has left the building. He's not going to be able to get you that record deal or the TV gig because his show is long gone. iTunes and 100 other outlets want you to have your own gig now, but they're not going to call you either. Neither is Rodney Dangerfield or the head of programming at Comedy Central. Louis C.K. has famously proven that he doesn't need to the tyranny of the booker. He picked himself. A little bit of word. This is what it says here, it looks like. Let me continue. Our cultural instinct to wait to get picked, to seek out the permission, authority, and safety that comes from a publisher or talk show host or even a blogger saying, I pick you. Once you reject that impulse and realize that no one is going to select you, that Prince Charming has chosen another house, then you can actually get to work. The myth that the CEO is going to discover you and nurture you and ask you to join her for lunch is just that, a Hollywood myth. Once you understand that there are problems just waiting to be solved, once you realize that you have all the tools and all the permission you need, then opportunities to contribute abound. Not the opportunity to have your resume picked from the pile, but the opportunity to lead. That's awesome. When we take responsibility and eagerly give credit, doors open. When we grab a microphone and speak up, we're a step closer to doing the work we're able to do. Most of all, when you buckle down, confront the lizard, and ship your best work, you're becoming the artist that you are capable of becoming. No one is going to pick you. Pick yourself. That's the essay. Isn't that awesome? It's radically different from how most of us were raised and groomed, right? In school, it's like, hey, will you pick me to answer that question? Pick me for the class, whatever, play, pick me for this, pick me for that. It trains us in a bad way, right? It trains us in a negative way. That's not how the world is. And that's why I'm a proponent of getting out of the system as soon as you possibly can. Don't stay in school any longer than you absolutely need to, because you learn so many bad behaviors and so many bad habits, ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of behaving. I'm not saying school is bad. Please don't misunderstand me. But the type of school, the way the teaching is done, you do not want to be trained to wait for someone to pick you. It's super detrimental. That's why I say get out of the matrix, get out of the system as soon as you can. So here's the thing. The one big idea that I take from this is pretty obvious. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to make your dreams come true. No one's going to give you what you want. The one big idea is you got to pick yourself. You've got to give it to yourself. You've got to choose yourself, like James Altucher wrote that awesome book about. It's just not going to happen, right? Waiting around for someone to give you what you want to make your dreams come true is a losing strategy. It's a losing game plan. So what I want you to do is write down what you want from life, right? What you want someone else to pick you for, or what you wanted someone else to pick you for prior to watching this video and prior to being introduced to Pick Yourself by Seth Godin if you're not familiar with it already. By the way, before I forget, let me tell you how you can pick it up. Google Pick Yourself Seth Godin, Godin, and it'll come up. It's a one-page PDF document. You can download it, and it's freaking awesome. And I recommend you put it up on your wall. The world's changing rapidly. You need this. All creators need this. Now, let me just share this other little nugget, how I use this. Back in 2013, I projected 20 years out in my life, and I said, look, where am I going to be if I stay on the path that I'm on? Wouldn't have necessarily been a bad path, but there was a ceiling. I would never have been able to get where I want to be, income-wise, meaning, fulfillment, satisfaction, in alignment with what I want to see in the world, right? Who I want to be, do, and have, what I want to be, do, and have. So I had to pick myself and start on my own journey. And you know what? It hasn't always been wine and roses, but it's been very worth it. So I started writing Kindle books, writing around things that I knew and my passion, sharing ideas that are beneficial to other people in the world, things that I've got benefit out of. And then that grew into me creating a digital media company with podcasts and videos and courses and obviously content and consulting all around helping people create the life that they want, right? Be conscious creators. And also a product and apparel line in conjunction with that. So I picked myself and I created the media company that I want to watch, that I want to see, right? That I feel will be beneficial and valuable to the world, and also have fun in the process. But it's about sharing these best practices for living, right? Tools and resources and ideas that we generally are not taught in school. It's just the way that it is, right? And it gives me an opportunity to do it. I'm kind of glad it wasn't taught, because I have a whole deep well of stuff that I can share with people. And that's what you could have too when you pick yourself and do the thing you've always wanted to do. No one's coming. Give it to yourself. All right. Before I let you go, I want to invite you to check out my courses at gmarkphillips.com/courses. Specifically, I want to invite you to check out the 7 Pillars of Personal Development. Now, the reason I'm telling you about that course specifically in this video is, here's the thing. The 7 Pillars of Personal Development is all about you, right? It's your relationship with yourself, you and you. And it ties in with this Pick Yourself idea here. It's about strengthening the relationship with yourself. And the reason it's so important is because in the game of life, you and you are on the same team. And what I mean by that is your physical being and your spiritual being are on the same team. And when you are on the same team as your spiritual being, you're going to win. You're going to kill it in life, right? Again, no one else is going to come and say, hey, I want to be on your team. You've got to be on your own team. Most people go through life in juxtaposition with themselves. They're fighting with themselves. They're not in alignment with themselves. They're not doing what they want to do. They're not giving themselves what they want to give themselves, what they want to have in life. One of the things that I preach a lot is you've got to give yourself what you want from other people. You got to. The love, the value, the understanding. You have to give yourself what you want from other people. There's just no other way around it. Right? So the 7 Pillars of Personal Development is about helping you build the relationship with yourself. And there's a module in there about this Pick Yourself, ironically enough, but because it's so powerful. But check it out at gmarkphillips.com/courses. I would love for you to enroll in that course. There is some bonus content that includes some special things right now. and you can go check it out at gmarkphillips.com/courses. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, helping you create the business and lifestyle you want from the inside out. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.